Hello! If you guys love the castles and want to spend your nights as a king or queen, so this video might get your attention because, in this video, I'm going to discuss the most luxurious castles in the world. Throughout history, castles were reserved for particular members of the community. They weren't open for just anybody to roam through, and usually, the only way to get in if you weren't majesty or working for majesty was to be taken as a convict. Things are a speck different today. Numerous of the world's castles from past ages are open to tourists or travelers who wish to visit them. Sometimes, you could even spend the nighttime there as a guest. These castles are almost as luxurious and opulent as they appear in fairy tales. Before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. So, let's get started without any delay. Buckingham Palace. It started as Buckingham House, a sizable townhouse in 1703 for the Duke of Buckingham. In the 1820s, that it would become a palace. George Manor, who received the house from his father, set about making it a lavish residence fit for royalty. This castle has some 775 rooms, 240 bedrooms, including royal, guest, and staff sleeping quarters, 78 restrooms, and 19 staterooms. Its neoclassical exterior has become an emblem of Britain worldwide, operating as a backdrop for many influential royal moments. The glittering staterooms usually are available to the public throughout the summer months. The deep red throne chamber and the decorated ballroom are among the most impressive. Guests can feast their eyes on paintings like Rembrandt, Rubens, Vermeer, and Poussin. Versailles Palace. This palace was constructed in the 17th century. Versailles served as the French royal family's home until the Revolution started in 1789. This palace is famous for the former residence of Marie Antoinette. The Palace of Versailles is located 12 miles southwest of Paris, and this palace is well known for its luxury and extravagance. This glittering palace is generally open for guests and guarantees an entire day's exploration. Its collection holds more than 60,000 works, and its stunning gardens are filled with statues, fountains, and famous orangery. Further highlights separated from the Hall of Mirrors include Marie Antoinette's rooms, which are instances of opulent Rococo-styled decor with soft florals, green velvet, and an eye-popping amount of gold. The main gallery flashes with chandeliers and is dwelling on about 5,000 pieces of antique furniture and 6,000 valuable paintings. Dolmabahce Castle. The mansion served as the center of the Ottoman Empire from 1856 to 1887 and from 1909 to 1922. Its stunning interior hides a rather great mystery. There is no big deal to say that Turkey's Dolmabahce Palace is one of the world's numerous opulent palaces. At the time of construction, Emperor Abdülmecid Awal wanted everything to be lavish and unique, so a whopping 14 tons of gold were used to varnish the palace's ceilings. Moreover, the palace nowadays is commonly available for visitors. Tourists generally explore the three main areas of the palace: Selamlik, or the executive area, the ceremonial hall where the Sultan and his family lived, and the Harem-i-Humayun, which was used for state ceremonies. The palace's design is a diverse mix of Baroque, Rococo, and neoclassical styles, but has many traditional Ottoman architecture pieces. Expensive materials like Marmara marble and Egyptian alabaster were used throughout the palace. Several 150-year-old bearskin carpets are decorating the rooms, originally a gift from the Russian Tsar Nicholas I. Neuschwanstein Castle. Germany is a wonderful country, so imagine how beautiful a castle would look in all that greenery. Luckily, you don't have to imagine this because Neuschwanstein Castle is an embodiment of it all. It was completed in 1886 by Prince Ludwig Künfte. Builders used 465 tons of Salzburg marble, 1,550 tons of sandstone, 400,000 bricks, and 2,680 cubic yards of wood scaffolding. This castle sits in the Bavarian countryside. One of the most notable things about this castle is the height of its towers, and some of the towers' heights reached around 213 feet. Another exciting thing about this luxurious castle is that it was the inspiration behind the castle in Sleeping Beauty. Speaking of it being luxurious, it's been estimated that the value of this castle is around $950 million. Still, If you want to visit this castle, you can do so and get a tour for just 1,300 euros and a 250 euros service fee. The lounge is the largest room in the royal chambers. The room's walls are ornamented with colorful panels showing scenes from the Lohengrin saga, and 4 columns mark out the swan corner in the room. Further, the Singers' Hall is the biggest venue in Neuschwanstein Castle. Here, as in the Wartburg Castle, the figure of a dragon guards the tower, and the hall itself is decorated with colorful artworks depicting fragments of the legend of Parsifal and the legends of Tannhäuser. Alhambra Castle. Alhambra Castle was built between 1238 and 1358. Granada's sprawling Alhambra is an outstanding Moorish masterpiece. Alhambra came from an Arabic word meaning red castle and was granted due to the reddish tint of its towers and walls. The Alhambra Castle served as a royal castle, and its gorgeous gardens are home to many beautiful walkways and fountains. It has a royal complex, several courts and halls, and a collection of outlying buildings. One of its most notable features is the Court of the Lions, an exuberant mixture of Christian and Moorish decorative styles, the stilted arcs of the gallery and the sepka, a traditional Moorish motif. Decoration and arches are spellbinding. The Alhambra's designs are elaborately decorated from bottom to top, and it's easy to imagine royalty strolling through the fragrant gardens. Topkapi Castle. Topkapi Palace is another stunning and massive Turkish palace. Topkapi Palace's construction began in 1465. The palace is located in Istanbul, Turkey. This palace served as the dwelling of the Ottoman Sultan for almost 4 centuries. Topkapi Palace is a monumental structure spread over up to 700,000 square meters. It has several courtyards and more than 400 residential and executive quarters rooms. The palace is a remarkable example of the luxurious lifestyles the Ottoman royals led. Every room decorated with beautiful tiles and ornate designs and inscriptions. Furthermore, the palace has 2 treasuries containing a magnificent display of Ottoman jewelry, armor, and other ornaments. While most rooms are restricted to visitors, the essential ones are open to the public. Topkapi Palace consists of 4 courtyards covered by high fences. Every courtyard did a different job and was divided by an incrementally more restricted gate, culminating into the most private 3rd and 4th courtyards. Most of the palace's surviving buildings are low, 1- or 2-story structures that were used entirely differently over the years. So some buildings, especially in the harem, lack some clarity on their purpose. So what do you guys think? Which castle is your favorite? Which one would you live in? If any, let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and press the subscribe button.